in a spirit-empowered church is not only just what happens when they pray, but also how they live when they're done praying. What's pictured immediately after this? Now, the entire group of those who believed were of one heart and mind. No one claimed that any of his possessions was his own, but instead they held everything in common. When the pressure mounted, what oozed out of these people, out of these early followers of Jesus, was not self-centeredness. It wasn't stingy living. It wasn't them focusing on their own lives, their own agendas. It wasn't a defensive strategy of let's just hold down the fort for a little bit until the pressure releases. This was a whole different kind of community that was formed, and it's largely defined at the heart of this as a community that's based around unity. Look at this spirit-empowered unity. It says in verse 32, now the entire group of those who believed were of one heart and one mind. We see that phrase used numerous times throughout the rest of the New Testament. No one claimed that any of his possession was his own, but instead they held everything in common. Their spirit-empowered unity was propelled by the gospel. It's not an accident that in the middle of this paragraph that's describing this generosity is a description of them giving testimony about the gospel. The good news that God in human flesh, in Jesus, came to earth to pursue people who had rebelliously, hard-heartedly walked away, run away from him, said no to him, felt like they knew life better, were better, and yet he chased everyone down with his love. This good news is what they were talking about and giving testimony to. This shows that our strongest source of unity then is not our affinity, but it's our gospel identity.